Harry is reportedly planning a month-long visit to the UK. So what purpose did he come here for? It's not exact, but according to sources, it's highly likely he aims to reconnect with the royal family, including spending more time with his father, King Charles, and his aunt, Princess Anne, and meeting with old friends. What? I can understand that he might meet King Charles and Princess Anne, but as for old friends, it's hard to understand. Who is his friend? Does he still have friends? I thought he had completely cut off all his friends. Or is he still trying to maintain the relationship to get PR jam? But will Meghan be able to pair up with Harry in this comeback? No, Harry's trip will last 1 month without Meghan Markle. This decision comes amidst Meghan's busy schedule with the upcoming launch of her American Riviera orchard brand and other commitments in the US. What do you think about this reason? Is it trustworthy or not? Or could it be the fear of not receiving a warm welcome in the UK? It's hard to roll out the red carpet when you've trampled on everyone, right? Meghan's decision to stay may have been to avoid a reception colder than an English winter. And with the launch of her brand, what good timing, don't you think? To be more precise, it was a flimsy excuse. Everyone knows it's just an excuse. Her brand has been out for a while now, but there's nothing to sell, and no one is buying it. She donated 50 jars of jam, and the number stopped there. Who do you think she can fool? That's right, Meghan even made the most basic mistakes in business. When her brand name coincided with the name of a reactionary book, this shows that she has no knowledge of the subject and made the most basic mistake. If she continues to do business, Meghan will lose more things and face more trouble and danger. Doing business is not as easy as she thought, so to put it simply, she doesn't want to go back to the UK and she's afraid of being booed, criticized, and having tomatoes thrown in her face if she goes back. It's that simple. As for Harry, honestly, his reason for saying it is too flowery and unbelievable. What do you think his real goal is? Is Harry worried about something? I think, the only reason he may be anxious is because he is looking to bounce the royal family into a corner. He is looking to force his way into Balmoral. He is looking for PR. Not only that, he is coming home for his inheritance from the Princess Royal. The Harry PR bandwagon will roll into town. If he doesn't get his way, there will be endless victimhood articles about how cold and cruel they are to him. After all, we have already had one article about how he would be coming to the UK to force his family to see him. Now they are shifting the narrative, so he is anxious. One thing is for sure, he is one master manipulator. He is only doing this because his life in the USA is unraveling, and he needs the royal family to shore up his reputation. The very family he has done nothing but try and tear down on a global scale. No doubt he will still be expecting them to submit to his demands. It hasn't dawned on him yet. He went too far, and I think the royal family should never trust him again. It is rumored that they are looking to buy a home in the UK, and it begs to wonder why, when his wife stated that she would not set foot in the UK again. There is more behind this planned visit than we know. Trump looks on his way to getting elected, and I think Harry is planning his next move, just in case, trying to cover his back, so to speak. And the most important thing can only be 2 reasons for his trip. 1, he wants to make sure Auntie Anne has his check made out, and to try and get the money begging bowl out toward dear old Dad. 2, he's going to ask Auntie and Dad to take any money he's owed to put in an act to keep away from Meghan Claus. Thinks he knows his days are numbered before she takes him to the cleaner. I told you, nothing he does is good. But anyway, in reality, Harry came alone and uninvited. The Princess Royal is far too sharp to be taken in by any charisma Harry thinks he can muster. The king's summer is already planned. Best to let it go and stay away from the royal family, especially his brother's family. I am sure, if this is true, his family would appreciate it if he just kept quiet about his planned visits to reconnect, and he behaved in an appropriate manner, starting with not telling the media his every private move. I suspect this article is nothing more than clickbait, and/or his PR team being in overdrive again to keep his name in lights. Still appears somewhat passive-aggressive. Obviously, This doesn't show any sincerity. Harry hasn't left yet, but every time there's a lot of noise. The press is frantic. Remember the flying trip to visit his father when the cancer diagnosis was announced? Was he even off the plane back in California before he was blabbing to the media? How could anyone trust him? So I'm sure the wet flex cameras will follow him. He was told by the B, you go and get more dirt we can use and get footage for our show. Come back with cash or else. I'm no stranger to Harry's plans anymore. Even if he is sincere, what can he do in a month? If he sincerely repented, he would have to spend the rest of his life to atone for his mistake. What would he do in a month? A month is optimistic, to say the least. Between the explosive memoir and their media escapades, Harry's got more patching up to do than there's fabric at a quilting festival. But, you know, a spot of tea with the Queen's relatives might just start to mend a seam or two, in the most optimistic case. Anyway, it's too much of a coincidence, right? He is due to receive his inheritance. He feels it's time to visit and reconnect with his father and aunt. Considering the way that Mrs. Sussex holds on to him, I'm surprised she would let him visit his family or friends alone. If he can receive that amount of money without returning to the US, wouldn't Meghan lose good prey? Meghan won't do anything if it risks harming her. Meghan knew for sure that Harry would not be able to live without Meghan. Meghan has the key cards, and I think those are the children. And isn't Meghan a perfect supreme being in Harry's eyes? There is no way Harry would abandon Meghan. Only the opposite would happen. You just mentioned children, so do you think children accompanied Harry to the UK? Didn't they say King Charles missed his grandson very much? He was unhappy about having to meet the children through video calls, and he even wanted to go to America to see the children. So there was no reason for the children not to go with Harry this time. I think Meghan would disagree. If the children come along, Meghan risks losing everything. She will face the risk of having nothing to hold on to Harry. As you just said, if Harry and his children stay in the UK, Meghan will lose everything. She endured trying to live with Harry for the inheritance money. Now there is only one step left before she gets her hands on that money. Will Meghan let it disappear so easily? Surely Meghan is excited every day when her ambition is about to come true, and then abandons Harry to move on to the next prey. Another case is that there are no children to take with you. We have talked a lot about this issue. Meghan cannot have children, and no children exist. If you also think so, can you comment on number 1? In fact, no one has dared to confirm that they have seen the children. Hiding a person is very difficult. I don't believe they can do it. They have been able to do this for many years, because in fact, there are no children here. Have you seen that the world's top stars, whether they are powerful presidents, or the king of a country, or the world's billionaires, are not afraid? They do not hide their children. Meghan and Harry are. Who does these crazy things? At most, they just cover their children's faces, but still publicize their bodies and cute-looking pictures. Meanwhile, paparazzi are always everywhere. I don't believe that for so many years they couldn't collect any information. I completely agree with your analysis. I believe that one day they will have to tell the truth themselves. Oh yeah, he said he was going to visit friends. So who would it be? Who is the lucky friend who will get a visit from Harry? I'm curious about the reputation of Harry's friends. Honestly, I don't care. The wise will live, and the foolish will die. There's nothing to worry about. If they feel on the same frequency, then that's their business. The whole world knows Harry's true face. The rest is their choice. Hopefully they won't be stabbed in the back by Harry. Bring lots of jam to give to everyone. Ahaha. You are so funny. Don't forget to wear your newly received medal to show off to everyone. Before that, remember to dress neatly. Looks like we get along pretty well, huh? Ha ha ha, that's right. I know you can't wait to see Harry in England, right? Prepare your soul to be beautiful. Don't tease me. If I meet him, I will ask, is Meghan well? Are they still happy? Please send my regards to Meghan. If Spare Part 2 comes out, I will definitely read it. Good luck to him. Success. You are so sinister, but I like that personality of yours. Anyway, the video time is up, so let's say goodbye to our beloved audience. Thank you for watching our video. I hope to receive many comments and love from everyone. Please subscribe to my channel. And now, goodbye and see you again.